Welcome back to our channel. The topic for today's video is about the top 10 fattest animals ever seen. Without further ado, let's get right into it. 10. Cassie the Dog. 7-year-old Cassie was fed a normal diet, but that normal was awkwardly enough a normal for a human being, not a dog. This caused her to become incredibly obese because her owner treated her like a member of the family and would feed it anything she ate, which even included takeaway from restaurants. Unfortunately, the owner became ill due to her old age, and Cassie was taken in by a rescue centre, who eventually caused her to lose half her weight and brought her back to a healthy life. 9. The Californian Squirrel. This enormous squirrel is from the Morro Rock State Preserve, which is near Santa Barbara. While it's a part of a pack who seem quite well fed too, this one is simply too fat, and it's very rare to see a squirrel get to this point even if they have an owner who spoils them. It's assumed that the squirrels in that area are overfed by tourists, which is hilarious because the photographer who spotted this squirrel originally attracted it with a pack of peanuts too. 8. Darius the Bunny. It's not that uncommon to see certain fat animals, such as cats, to name the most common answer. However, bunnies are usually chubby little creatures that are almost always the same size. So it's no surprise that Darius the Bunny is a Guinness World Record holder. Being 4 foot and 4 inches tall, the bunny weighs in at an amazing 3.5 stone of size. And according to its caretakers, it eats 12 carrots, 6 carrots and exactly 2 cabbages per day, with a little bit of hay on the side too whenever he feels like it. 7. Bandit the Raccoon. Sadly, not every story has a happy ending. A lady called Pepper Klitsch from the USA found and adopted an abandoned baby raccoon in the year of 1996 and assumed that it wouldn't live longer than a week. Fortunately for the both of them, the animal expert managed to save the raccoon, and it grew into the fattest raccoon, setting a new record. The reason behind this was the fact that the raccoon was born without thyroid, which helps the animal's metabolism, so most of it turned into fat. In 2006, the raccoon died and was 6 times the weight of an average raccoon. While he lived a long life, it's not that fortunate to be so overweight, even for an animal. Before we continue with a big fat monkey, please hit the like button on this video to fully support us. 6. Oshine the Orangutan. While orangutans are a bit of a chubby creature in general, one look at Oshine will show you that he's rather overweight. She was taken in as a baby by a kind couple in South Africa that took great care of her, but did not know what an appropriate diet for the animal would be, which unfortunately backfired for the animal. Oshine ended up being significantly overweight and was taken by animal rescuers who put her on a diet and fixed her weight problems in time, which thankfully led to a happy ending for everyone. 5. YouTube Goldfish. Uploaded in 2007, this video of an abnormally fat goldfish attracted diverse responses. While some people laughed their hearts out, many assumed that the fish is suffering from animal abuse. The uploader claimed to have had this fish for over 8 years, and it kept getting fatter for the last 2 years before the video was created. The uploader claimed that it's the fattest goldfish to have ever lived, and it's probably still true over a decade later. He did clarify that he did not abuse the fish and that it has an intestinal infection that cannot be cured, but the vet said that it did not feel pain, and eventually the goldfish passed away a year later. 4. Garfield the Cat. Out of every other fat animal on this list, Garfield the Cat is the one animal that you've probably heard of before. And no, I don't mean the cartoon cat beloved by children all around the world. This 40-pound cat was the largest cat that the internet had ever seen, who was still in a healthy state, and surprised the North Shore Animal League when they first saw it. The 10-year-old cat's owner had just died, so he was aptly put up for adoption, and the only requirement was that the owner should be willing to fix its diet so it can live a healthier life. 3. Sammy the Tortoise. Tortoises usually are very similar to each other in size, but Sammy is a major exception. Located in San Francisco, this tortoise weighs at 52 kilograms and is one of the largest pets of his kind that the world has seen. Coincidentally, his owner happens to be a professional American footballer who played 6 seasons for the 49ers team. So that's 2 popular folks under the same roof. 2. Molly the Rottweiler. Molly's story is similar to Cassie the Dog, but unfortunately she does not have the same happy ending. Due to being fed a human diet and too many treats, she grew into a whopping weight of 144 pounds. Unlike most of the other animals on this list who still maintained their bodily functions, Molly is a tragic exception, since she has trouble standing on her back legs. And to make things worse, it has never been reported that she's being rescued, so it most likely didn't happen. 1. Gary the Capybara. Sure, this list has some abnormally fat animals, however none of them look as unusual as Gary the Capybara, who holds the world record of being the world's largest pet rodent and weighs in at a whopping 51 kilograms, which is insane for the animal. They're habitually found in South Africa, but Gary lives with a family in Texas and is being cared for well enough, fortunately, because he's not being mistreated and does not need to be rescued. No matter how many times you look at Gary, it always feels like someone stretched the animal's size on Photoshop. Yikes! These were some truly fat animals that shook the entire world with their size. If this list has taught us anything, it's that no matter how much we love our pets, it's important to learn about their individual diets and not overfeed them anything more than what they need on a healthy scale. It's certainly a relief to know that almost all of these animals were rescued though. If you liked this video, please leave a comment and hit the like, subscribe and bell icons for immediate updates on our next videos. We'll see you next time.